Well, last week was definitely not what us 12s had in mind going into San Diego. You haters should have let me know from the safety of your parents' basement in the 1 hour time frame they allow you to use the computer. Gotta give San Diego props though. It came out firing on all cylinders. Like I said in the comments in my last video, the heat was a definite factor in the game. Both teams had players cramping up. Now I know how people feel when their team comes to Seattle and plays us with our loudest in the world stadium. Too bad they don't have that all season long like we do. They only have it for a month down there. Before you all start bitching at me, telling me to stop complaining, you try playing in 120-degree heat. You fat fuckers probably can't even get out in 60-degree weather without breaking a sweat while walking, so shut the fuck up. Anyways, on to the pony ride that will be this week's opponent. Last time we played in a game that matters? No, that doesn't include the preseason, you inbred dumb fucks. I'm talking about the Super Bowl where we made your best offense look worse than a high school team that has lost 50 straight games. Now, I personally believe that more than 8 points will be scored by the Broncos, just because it's hard to see that type of dominance be repeated twice, even though we still can dominate the Broncos. First matchup's got to be the Hawk defense up against Peyton Manning. Back in the Super Bowl, the O-line just could not keep our D-line at bay and give Manning the time he so enjoyed throughout the regular season. Realistically, your O-line was missing Ryan Clady, who, by the way, phenomenal O-lineman, but you still had 4 other guys that were almost just as good as he was. Anyways, with him back, I can see Manning having a bit of time to sit back and attack us, which is where our Legion will have to step up. They will be playing angry because of what happened last week and wanting to make the biggest statement they can. And with the temperature not soaring into the 120s, there will be no cramping up. Sure, Sherman might get a few catches that he gives up, but sure as fuck not anything that makes him exposed. Maybe retards, mostly fans, and for sure the Charger players that threw it around should actually know what a word means before you use it. Too many concussions to the head, probably. 3 catches for 50 yards? That's called a Crabtree since it's so mediocre. So I say Manning will be held to less than 250 yards, maybe 2 touchdowns and probably an interception. Most likely, probably get sacked at least twice. My second matchup, got the Hawk offense against the Bronco defense. Both teams, bunch of new faces, less familiar faces from when the Super Bowl was, but we do such a great job replacing those that leave us. The question is, how will the Broncos fare? Will they do better going up against our offense, or will they do worse? I like to think it should be pretty even-keeled from the last time, although I wouldn't be surprised if they do better against our offense. But even so, our offense should fare pretty well, even though we are at home. Look for Marshawn to get back on track and rush for over 100 yards again with the score. Wilson probably keep our offense on the field a lot longer this week with his arm and legs. Throw for 236 yards, run for 36 yards, and probably 2 scores overall. The jet sweep worked so good against the Broncos in the Super Bowl, why not run it a few times? God knows we've done it a few times each game so far. Last week we got a 50-yard touchdown from it, and yes, I know he stepped out of bounds in San Diego, but I know damn well if each of your team's offenses had that happen to where they scored, you would take that in a heartbeat. So don't fucking bitch at me about it. My final score prediction, let's go with the Seahawks, 30, and the Broncos, 22. It's going to be a hard fought out game. It's going to be pretty close, and that's my prediction. So I will see you guys next week.